Wrong, nope. He held Kaide's hand. Mission accomplished. Oh my god, come on, dude. If this heavy thing was on top of the cage, then Tenko would have been able to get out easily. Yeah, you're right about that. That didn't sound like you were kidding earlier. Of course not, because it's the truth. Seriously, buddy. What woman have you touched? Besides holding hands with Kaede. And my own canon of him and Miyu in the Love Hotel. That would be the only time. That is canon in my eyes, though. No one will take that away from me. Fuck it. I'll take that to my grave. There's a small opening in the corner of the room. Doesn't look big enough for a person to get through, but still. Oh, looks like there's a space under here, too. Oh, hold on. I can see something below. It looks like something dropped down here. What? Something dropped down there? After we check everywhere else, why don't we go under the floor and see for ourselves? Right, let's do that. Iron cage. This is the cage used in the seance. Looks to be around about 3 feet high and 5 feet wide. It's a pretty large iron cage. Big enough for a person to fit inside. During the seance, Koikichi and I covered Tenko with the cage. We were supposed to remove it as well. But it was Himiko who rushed in and removed the cage first. Hey, look at this. A blood stain on the bottom of the cage. Probably Tenko's blood, yeah? Well, no, it was the other person's blood. I mean, come on. Yeah, I imagine so. The splatter must have been made when she was killed. Which means Tenko was killed while she was inside the cage. I think you're right. Tenko went under the cage before the seance. But when the cage was lifted after the seance, she was already dead. She was stabbed right when the cage was lifted. That would explain the bloodstain, right? Perhaps she wasn't killed during the seance, but at the moment the cage was lifted? No, she was already dead. That is a possibility. She was already dead. I could see the blood underneath it. Before they moved it, she was dead. There's a rock next to Tenko's body. This must be. Please rest your forehead, blah 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 blah. Tenko had her forehead on this rock, hunched over. She had to make herself small to fit inside the cage. Crooked floorboard. That wasn't like that when she was down first. Oh, this floorboard is loose. It's the one right under Tenko. Why is this floorboard loose? Wasn't like this before. It must have come loose during the seance. Why would it come loose during the seance? Floorboard this thick and heavy wouldn't have come loose easily. Then someone must have loosened it on purpose. Yeah, they slid it when she was over it. Loose floorboard. Tenko's dead body. She took her last breath crouched over like this. According to the Monokuma file, her only injury is the stab wound to her neck. This wound was fatal. This must have caused instant death. I didn't hear a scream during the seance. Oh, wait. Would Tenko really keep her mouth shut despite the pain? Her death might not have been instant, but she couldn't have gone far before she bled out. What do you mean? You were concerned about that, right? With a wound this deep, the victim is too shocked to do anything except die. You're speaking from experience? Of course, quick deaths are my specialty. Well then, that makes sense. The real question is, what was she killed with? I don't see a murder weapon around here. You're right, I don't see an obvious murder weapon. That could be a clue. Is that everything? It seems to be everything. Oh, I probably have to talk to people. Let's see what Miyu has to say. This investigation is over and shut. It's all thanks to me for giving Kivo his new function. Now then, Kung Fu's killer is obvious. One of you stupid assholes who signed up to do the bullshit seance in the first place. Kung Fu. You're the best, god damn it. No, not necessarily. Huh, seriously, this seance was clearly set up to lure her in and kill her. How could someone who wasn't in the room kill her? So you believe that Tenko was killed during the seance? Yes. There's no other possibility, shit for brains. God, you don't even know that? It is true that Tenko was alive during the seance, before the seance. Yeah, blah blah blah. Tenko answered Kyo, so at that point she was most certainly alive. But then the candles were relit. She had already been killed. Oh my god, dude. That means she was killed in the dark, I'm positive. Oh god, I have a brain aneurysm. What the fuck? That should just be basic knowledge. Why are you putting any effort into this, buddy? What time exactly was Tenko killed after the candles were blown out? That may be an important point of this case. Oh my god, dude, you're fucking stupid. Holy fuck. Why did this? Kyo, I know the murder was pretty shocking. Of course I am shocked about that as well. But why did the seance fail? We performed all the steps flawlessly. Because she was dead? He seemed more concerned by that than the murder. Oh, if we perform the caged child again and summon Tenko's spirit this time. No, you'll kill more people. Cut the crap, just tell me what happened during the seance. Both you and Shuichi were present, right? Did she get killed during the seance? True, it may be best to move past what happened, to know why the seance failed. Whatever, just hurry up. At the time in the order began, we have Tenko, the spiritual medium, placed herself as a turtle, blah blah blah, yeah. Then we put the thing on there, placed the white cloth. All four of us placed the wooden statue on the dog cage, yeah, blah. Afterwards, we stood in the four corners, then blew out the candles. Finally, we all sang the caged child song. The seance should have be completed, but... Oh, now that you mention it, I remember hearing a strange sound during the song. Yeah, that's when I would have turned on the light, or lit a match. I'm not taking any fucking risk. It is a mystery to me as well. I thought someone may have tripped, perhaps. That was a pretty loud sound for someone tripping. Perhaps Kyo knows something. And what happened? And we called out to her, but no reply came. I had Shuichi and Kokichi relight the candles. And then we removed all the items from within the magic circle in the opposite order. First, all the four of us removed the dog statue, then took off the white cat cloth. Himiko then pushed the metal thing off, and then there's her body. I don't need the fucking recap from me personally. Personally, I'd rather just a device and saying, or not a device, but just from a narrative standpoint. He then tells her the order of things that happened. Then it sounds like Tenko was definitely killed during the seance. Yeah. But would it not be difficult in such darkness? Perhaps she was inside the cage yet. Besides, she was inside the cage, yes. Dude, she's on... When else would she have died? Then when was she killed? Yeah, that is a problem. There's another problem. And that is, why did the seance fail? I simply cannot figure it out. Maybe because you were stabbing the shit out of her. Maybe someone moved up from their corner. Did someone else sneak in here? Obviously, since the seance was clearly a sham. Maki never was one to pull her punches. I would have called him out on his bullshit. Maybe because you know it doesn't work and you did this to kill someone. You gotta grill some people sometimes. Maki, we finished investigating up here. Perhaps we should check under the floor. Seems pretty dark down there. What should we use for light? Let's bring a candle. With Kibo's light from up here, that should be fine. Now I'll go to get a candle. Remove that floorboard so we can go down. Okay, got it. I pulled off some of the floorboards near the hole and took the candle from Maki. Then we carefully made our way through the hole and under the floor. Oh, shit. There's a lot more spacious than I thought, but you can easily move pretty easily in all fours. Let's look around for clues. It'd look pretty stupid if we found no clues after crawling around in this dusty place. Yeah. Well, there's clearly blood. Oh my god. Bloody sickle. Candle. Hole. It has to be Kyo. No one else would have done it. Kiba wouldn't. Sumigi wouldn't. Oma wouldn't. It has to be Kyo. But immediately check the fucking sickle. There's a sickle here, then there's blood all over it. The blood on the sickle is fresh. This is it. This is the murder weapon. This came from my research lab. It did? A sickle can be used to assassinate a target. Yeah, it's brutally effective. It can be thrown without you losing any lethality, and you can hide it under your clothes too. If she was attacked with this, she wouldn't stand a chance. The blade's about 6 inches long. And since Tenko was in the cage, she wouldn't have been able to defend herself. But even if this is our murder weapon, how did the culprit attack Tenko in the cage? The blade could fit through the gaps in the cage, but could it reach her neck? The cage is 3 feet high. If you were to stab into it with a 6-inch blade, well, it would depend on Tenko's posture, but I don't think it's possible. I don't think it's impossible. Then her posture is the question. Well, she was close to... Her head's going to be closer to the cage itself, so yeah, you could pull up the sheet, stab her, and then he probably just hurled that in there. And that's what made the sound. Because it's stuck in the ground. So he threw it. Hey, if the weapon is down here, the culprit must have thrown it, right? Perhaps after killing Tenko, the culprit threw the sickle under the floor in the dark. Or they could have been under the floor the entire time. Either of those is possible. He knows that thing, like, forwards and back. Oh. Could he have moved? No, he didn't move the floor, that's clear. I think him stabbing her, him stabbing her and her probably, like, you know, moving and trying to get her head out, like, you know, the sickle out of her head, probably loosened the floorboard and then he threw it. Bloodstain. Blood dripping from the gaps in the floorboard. Fresh blood, this is definitely Tenko's. Dried blood. There's a bloodstain on the ground and underneath the loose floorboards. But that's pretty far from Tenko's blood is dripping down. It's under the same floorboard, but at just different ends. Why is there blood here? Hey, the back of the floorboard has blood on it too. You're right, there's a little bit of blood on the underside of the floorboard. That was what was used to hit Angie on the head. Which is what caused her to go unconscious. He stuffed the body in here. Possibly. There's a little bit of blood on the underside of the floorboard. Did Tenko's body splatter here when she got killed? Wonder, I can't really be sure yet. But these bloodstains here are completely dry. There must be some reason these particular stains are dry. Dried blood, loose floorboard, and also they cut the crosspiece there. Oh look, part of the crosspiece that supports the floorboard is cut off. It's near the loose floorboard, and the proportion missing is about the same width too. From what I can see of it. It was broken off naturally. It wasn't broken off naturally. It was cut by someone. There should be saws in the warehouse, so they could have used that. The question is why. Another crosspiece is supporting the floorboard, so it might not fall in if this portion is missing. But what purpose does this serve? The floorboard underneath Tenko's body is loose, and the crosspiece supporting it had been cut. If the culprit did all of this, then why? Because you cut the crosspiece in that sense. You get under here, you pop it up, and that's what it was used to hit Angie in the back of the head, which caused the laceration. He then stuffed the body down here, which is why there's a bit of blood there, but also, you know, taped her neck. so it wouldn't bleed as much. Got that, and let's check this hole. Some of the wood has corroded and is broken off, so you can easily see into the next room. This is the wall of the empty room, right? Looks like there's wood along the wall. This part of it has rotten away. Looks like natural rot. This hole wasn't made intentionally. But I can get into the next room through here. If I remember correctly, the room next door is also empty, right? Then the culprit could have gone from room to room by moving under here instead of using the hallway. True, but it would have been difficult, moving around under the floor. Yeah, it would have been pitch black. We did alright because we had a light. Without that, it would be pitch black. That might make it impossible to move around in here. Then they could have used a light, like we're doing right now. The floorboard. It's loose. Yeah, the light would have shown through. True. They used a light to move around under the floor. Is that possible? It's impossible. I think we're finished investigating here. Because we would have seen the light. Maki, you want to head back? God, you asked. I was starting to get fed up with all this dust. Oh yeah. After Maki and I crawled out from under the floor, we put the floorboards back and returned to our investigation. We've only been investigating this room. You sure that's wise? What do you mean? If Angie and Tenko have different killers, then the Blackened we need to vote for is the culprit who for the first murder, the culprit who killed Angie. That's what Monokuma said. So really investigating this one's useless. So instead of investigating Tenko's death, shouldn't we be investigating Angie's? Yeah, of course. But this is bigger than the killing game. For the sake of the two who died, I need to reveal the truth of both their deaths. Well, I understand why you feel that way. But if you plan on investigating the other crime scene again, we should probably hurry. Yeah. Maki's right, though. I mean, investigating this one, it's nice to think, but it doesn't matter. When I came to the hallway, a scene more surprising than I could ever imagine unfolded. That's fucking fake. He's not dead. See? Fuck off. To surprise you? Were you gonna scream and cry in terror? I'm going to drop kick the shit out of him. Oh my god, I beat the ever-loving shit out of him. And start just absolutely laying his head into the floor and just saying, "You fucking idiot." Actually, I'd kill him. I can kill him because I know that I won't go to trial because of it. Just break his neck. What are you doing? Oh, sorry, I was just a little lighthearted from the blood loss. Yeah, this is real blood. Okay, so what are you doing? I got curious about something, so I decided to research the empty room next door. Then suddenly, I stepped through the floorboard. You stepped through a floorboard? Jeez, that got me good. Because of this, I tripped and fell pretty hard. You're going to lose consciousness. Do it after you tell us everything. If you're going to. Oh, sorry, my bad. I guess there was no crosspiece supporting the floorboard, so I gotta kind of step through. What bad luck. The crosspiece was gone, does that mean... Fuck. God damn it, we spent time dealing with Oma instead of actually going back to the crime scene. Confident? Fuck. If you're gonna voice everything, voice it. Oh great, it's gonna be somewhere else. Instead of the normal place. I guess time's up, or maybe not. Oh man, it's because of you guys. I didn't have enough time to check something. What were you going to check? I wanted to research the seance again, so I brought the document with me. But unfortunately, I couldn't find anything new that could lead me to be used as a clue. Hugh perfectly reenacted the seance as what was written in the document. He drew his magic circle the exact same way as the picture. Not only that, he used the same exact tools too. Nothing suspicious about this whole thing. Well, I wanted to check the finer details, but I'll tell you about it later. You're a dick. At the class trial, so see you there. Kokichi left, the blood loss clearly affecting his footing a bit. Bloody Kokichi. Watch him actually have killed Tenko. That'll be fucked. Oh god, that'll piss me off. The little shit deserves to die if that happened. I don't like Tenko, but I don't want to just a killer to get off scot-free. Oh, let's go to. Yeah, okay. Is Maki nervous? I see, so even she gets nervous sometimes. She's not nervous. What are you staring at? Do you want to die? No, Maki, I'd rather not die. I plan on living through this ordeal. But my god, it has to be Kyo. I guarantee you he killed Angie. For the fact that he probably didn't want, you know, her to burn that book. That's it. That's why he killed her. He didn't want her to burn that book. I guarantee it. And that's why he ended up killing her. He used that floorboard to knock her out, which caused that wound on the back of her head. He put it back, and probably Kokichi ended up killing Tenko. But that doesn't matter. I don't need to explain that one. I don't care about it either. Because that's not what's important. But he killed Angie. How did he lock the door? I still have to see that door. But I think it is possible if you... Because in a lot of regular locks, you can lock it by... from the inside while it's still open, and then close and it will remain locked. If that is the case, that could happen on this door, then that's probably what ended up happening. I'm looking for Monokuma as well. This whole thing's fucked, though. I mean, seriously. God damn it. I hate it. I don't like it when someone else just decides to kill someone, just for the fuck of it. Especially considering that it's probably going to be someone else that didn't kill Angie. So it's going to be like, you know, a sense of letting a killer go on a rule technicality of bullshit. Why can't we just have 2 trials? Stupid. It's a shame, too. I may not have liked Tenko that much, but I don't want to see her just dying for no reason. Unless maybe she killed Angie. That would be interesting. Because if she did end up killing Angie, then we'd... that'll throw a wrench in everything, but I don't think she did. I think it's likely just to assume that he did. Kyo did. That is my bet. It would appear we have gathered, but it seems there are less and less of us. Less friends mean it much harder to solve mystery. Well, don't worry, I'm sure you gotten a little smarter by now, Ganta. Yeah, Ganta do his best to help. I'd want you to graduate from super idiot level to at least Kaido level, idiot level. Hey, what's that supposed to mean? More importantly, are you okay, Kaido? Yeah, I'm feeling better now. But wow, Maki roll sure does pack a punch. It's your fault. You don't need to worry about our dwindling numbers. Only dipshits have died so far. I know it's a tall order, but try to use your brains this time, so I don't have to use mine. These golden brain cells of mine are a gift to the entire world. It's as though every time you open your mouth, you become less likable. She becomes more likable every time she opens her mouth. Hatwa, please lend us your power. Fuck off. It may be difficult for us to rely on Hatwa, considering what happened to Angie, whom Hatwa loved most of all. She shouldn't have relied on Hatwa in the first place. But seriously, it's kind of funny seeing a robot believe in God, especially Hatwa. So what, robots can believe in God? Actually, before I even met Angie, I had a similar experience. Hearing voices, I mean. You might call it an inner voice, but it tells me what to do whenever I'm troubled. How long are you going to say that for now? Say that for. Hatwa and Ghost don't matter right now. Yeah, the trial this time is gonna be rough. We got caught in Monokuma's trap. His trap? He probably made the 4th floor so scary on purpose to prevent me from investigating. No, he didn't. Yeah, there's no way. Shuichi, say something. What should I say? Miyu, any last parting words before we get in here? Try using your brain cells so I don't have to use mine. My golden brain cells are a gift to the entire world. Thank you for your input. Give me my 60 frames. God, I want that. Oh my, if I ever had a statue made, it would be that one. Oh my god. A marble statue of Monokuma. Oh my god, you know how perfect that would be. God damn, I want to get a quote for a marble statue, like a full-size marble statue that looks like that. I have nowhere near the amount of money, but I will get people to fund it. Because that would be perfect. No one would disagree that would be the absolute best statue in the world. Make it a fountain as well. Oh, perfect. As usual, we walk toward the elevator in silence. As soon as the remaining survivors stepped aboard, we descended deeper into the trial grounds. Don't know what to call this place. We descended. God, it's so thin. Perhaps because there were fewer of us, the elevator seemed to move faster. So we fell faster and faster toward into the black. I'd be way closer to Miyu, by the way. Afraid that she'd somehow die. Because I wouldn't want her to die. The elevator stopped and, just like always, the doors parted slowly. The light that shines on us from the other side, the bright light of our future. Or is it the bright light of death? Boy, they look really depressed. Must be because there's even less participants now. Don't say they look depressed. You'll make Monodam sad. As much as I'd love to keep hearing this adorable back and forth, let's hurry and get this started. At last, the class trial will begin. I hope you enjoy it to your heart's content. I probably won't. The third class trial was about to begin. Angie Yonaga, the ultimate artist. She created the Ultimate Academy Student Council to try to prevent the killing game. No, she did it to consolidate power. Let's be honest here. Then Tenko, the ultimate Aikido master. She hated men, but I knew that she hated this terrible killing game even more. The two who were killed were both trying to stop the killing. Maybe. And who was the one who killed them? Was it one person? Two different people? Or no one? We need to pin that down in this class trial. In order to live, we have to find the truth. And I will fight for it. I will fight with truth and lies in this class trial. Yay. Yes. Because it's been like 2 weeks since I've recorded. Ugh, it's been a while. Oh, no, just a week. Thought it was 2. Whatever. Let's set the skills real quick. I have plenty of fucking... I don't have enough. I don't want to buy anything because shit's expensive. I don't... Is anything that would actually... The keyword will be shown from the start. Oh, that would be so helpful. But I like the music, so I like it playing. So I don't want that. There's a lot of unlocked skills, or lock skills. I think I won't buy anything new. Yeah. Change difficulty. What the fuck? Yeah, oh, fuck you, game. Fuck you, game. Saying it is normal difficulty. Get the fuck out of here. If it says normal again, I'll fucking rage. Because it's saved from this. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. Class trial starts tomorrow.